What are you 99% sure of? That all lyric websites just steal from whichever website uploads the lyrics first. Several websites will share the exact same lyrics with one another, not uncommon if they are correct lyrics, but they'll have a word misspelled or misplaced, or the lyrics will just be off entirely. That my mom will never use the china plates she put away until a special occasion happens. The steak place near my house that never has customers and always is open is money laundering. My birthday. My parents claim that my birth certificate was off by 1 day, so they had it fixed. Apparently someone at the hospital just made a mistake. Still, can't help but wonder if it was right before, and I'm actually 1 day older than I think I am. 99% sure I know my birthday. I turned the oven off. Okay, so I somehow keep losing bobby pins. I'm not the kind of person to just toss them everywhere. I put them in this one red bowl. The bowl just keeps getting more and more empty. My roommate has a buzz cut, so she's out. I think the cat is stealing my bobby pins and holding them somewhere. I don't know why. She's not doing it when I'm at home. The vet hasn't even found anything in her stomach. She also likes pulling tacks out of the wall and magnets off of the fridge. Nor does she seem to have discomfort. I think my cat has a nest of shiners somewhere. I will find it. I'm 99% sure you need a camera on that red bowl, and 100% sure you should come back and tell us that other humans actually exist and are not figments of my imagination. I'm 99% sure that the 1% doubt I have is grossly misjudged and should be a bigger percentage. My pants are zipped. That there's life on another planet. Maybe we'll never find it. Maybe it's the size of a bacteria, but there has to be another planet with life. That is not the real Benjamin Franklin. That I can trust this fart. That I won't make it to the end of these comments before I decide to bail and keep perusing random articles. That as much as I love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, sadly, the answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything is not 42. Actually it is correct. 42 is the ASCII code for asterisk asterisk. Anyone that knows computer code knows that an asterisk is typically used for WorldCode, or, in simpler terms, it refers to anything, any letter, number, word or symbol. So what I think Douglas Adams, author of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, was trying to say is that life can mean anything to anyone. I exist. I won't die at exactly this second. That 99% of all statistics are made up. That I locked my door before I left my house. The 1% makes me go back to see if I'm right. My cat, as he looks at me intently with his deep green intelligent looking eyes, understands the gist of what I'm saying to him. That one day, life on Earth will end suddenly and abruptly, and there will be abso-fucking-lutely nothing we can do about it. Life on Earth will cease to exist, and all the grand and amazing things we have done here will be forgotten. Things as big as world wars will be forgotten like a sand grain thrown into a desert. Help me. The suffix ito in Spanish means little, so, therefore, Dorito means little Doro, implying the existence of a legendary and giant snack called Doro. I'm idiot. You're not idiot. You're asterisk an idiot. That American financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Edward Epstein didn't commit suicide at the Metropolitan Correctional Center based in New York City. My sexuality. Gay. Bingo. The rapture is not going to occur today. That Filipino people that work at call centers in the Philippines are giving an American name to use each day because the lady who had an accent thicker than that bowl of adobo she ate yesterday was not a goddamn Cheryl. Got a call from there the other day and the guy said his name was Boris. I shit you not. He couldn't understand why I was laughing so hard. It actually threw him off his game. I'm 99.99% sure that 99.99% germs get eliminated after using hand sanitizer. Her cheeks tastes way better than mine. China lies about the coronavirus. Yeah, you don't go from arresting the guy who wanted to warn people to sharing accurate statistics worldwide. The Spanish flu got that name because although most of Europe was sick and dying, only Spain reported accurate numbers. Bigfoot does not exist. Bigfoot does exist. My mate showed me pictures of Monster Jam and Bigfoot was there with other monster trucks. That if I get a date/girlfriend I will somehow fuck it up. Dating and relationships aren't about the other person. They're about how you relate to the other person. You can't ever have a good relationship until you have a good relationship with yourself. I know, I sound like a stupid self-help guru but it's true. You need to be comfortable with yourself before you can have a good relationship with someone else. It took me decades to learn that. Be selfish for a moment. What do you want? Be realistic. If it's not right, then bounce. Work on yourself. Remember, you don't pay your counselor to help you or listen to you be a little bitch. You pay your counselor for honesty. You pay them for the privilege of that outside looking in perspective. You pay them to tell you the things your friends won't. The important things. Getting a counselor or psychologist is not embarrassing. It's brave. Be one of the few who can admit to themselves that I need another perspective. Hey, I know. Let's pay a pro for an honest opinion. And how about not getting bent out of shape when it arrives? That I'm essentially wasting my time at a job to make money that will be utterly worthless when WW3 happens. Bottom line, whoever's idea was it to trade goods and services for fucking paper? Thanks a lot buddy L. I'm 99% sure CRA is going bend me over again. Canada Revenue Agency, aka the taxman. That I'll never get married. From how awful my parents' divorce was when I was a kid, to the awful men my mom dated, and my own bad luck with having two of the loves of my life break up me out of the blue. I'm pretty sure I will never marry. I feel like there's no point, and no positive aspects to it. There is no afterlife. Our minds still function for a certain amount of time after death. We slip in and out of dreams as the last few synapses send electric signals across our brain. At some point our brains decompose to the point they can't function at all. Anyone who tells a story about how they were dead and experienced a form of the afterlife didn't really do so. Their brain remained intact, hence the fact they are still capable of being conscious. Sleep tight. That about 99% of problems in the world are caused by people's attitudes to the issue, more than the issues themselves. We don't have free will. That no one wants to go out with me. Big talk from a guy looking that cute. Nothing spooky happened at Dyatlov Pass. The people just succumbed to hypothermia with paradoxical undressing in extreme conditions. That my old neighbor was a drug dealer. That my husband doesn't dry his balls with the super cute face towel that's way out of the way in the bathroom and it's just there for decoration. As a man I can confirm that men use only one towel and the basic drying order is face first, balls last. That I will be virgin for at least another 7 to 10 years. I'm 18. Don't get wrapped up in losing it for the sake of losing it. Focus more on making sure it is with someone you actually care about. Signed, a person who did not do so and regrets it. There is a ghost living in my room, but it's chill. Donald Trump abuses stimulants like Adderall or overseas Sudafed. He talks like a speed freak. He behaves like it. He thinks like it. There's no fucking way he isn't on something, at least in public. He may not realize he's doing it, but he ain't sober and hasn't been for a long time. He makes a big talk about not being a drinker, and I'm willing to believe him, but I don't believe he's never had a habit. And I don't believe he isn't actively abusing a stimulant. Could even be a halfway legit prescription written by an unscrupulous document. If he was on a street corner, dressed like a real person, I'd assume he was either mentally challenged or a cokehead. Could be he only does it to control anxiety on stage. But he's doing something. Most of the people I encounter in my day-to-day life exist for the sole purpose of inconveniencing me. That there isn't a god or divine creator. I was raised religious, but since left that behind for a number of reasons. But there is still a part of me that thinks maybe there is a deeper meaning to all this. Birds are not real. Birds are not real. Birds are not real. Birds aren't real, guys. Wake up. Epstein didn't kill himself. I'll be alone tomorrow for Valentine's Day. So far I've spent every Valentine's Day alone and this year is no exception. Coronavirus is not real dangerous and media will have forgotten about it in 6 months at most. If I'm wrong though, well, damn. Apparently the plain old flu has a much higher mortality rate. Much higher. Both major US political parties are run by billionaires and corporations that do not have the best interests of the country, world, or average person in mind. That everybody has a blind spot in their room, and that there's most definitely something in the shadows of said blind spot. Yellow Gatorade is the cure for every ailment. I swear. Shit is magic. That the Detroit Lions will be bad this year. That God isn't playing The Sims with us right now. That I'm alone. Want to convince yourself otherwise? Just watch a scary movie. Witches, ghost, and the supernatural exist, but only in rural Oklahoma. I have no reason to think this really, but I'm very sure of it. That John Bennett was killed by one of her parents. That as much as I understand logically that the journey is more important than the destination, I will always feel that long-term achievement in my life is more important than living in the moment. That humanity will not survive global warming. I'm the only person who is real and everyone else is a simulation. That I'm not 100% sure about anything. That ban me is good as fuck. That Mark Zuckerberg is a robot. And Ted Cruz is a lizard person. That no politician, no matter what they say pre-election to gain votes, will ever be an actual good person. Even the ones with good ideas will be shut down by the old decrepit Senate who never wants to see change or watch their pockets deflate. The entire system must be overhauled. I suspect that my banking professor maybe used to grow pot. We all see the same exact colors and aren't calling different colors by the same name. Like what if one person sees an apple as green but thinks that green is called red while you see it as blue and think it's red? There would be no way of knowing because we can't describe colors.